The Galactic Empire, in all its arrogance, believed it had broken the back of humanity after the Terran Wars. Earth was scorched, its fleet shattered, and its people scattered. But history has a cruel way of mocking conquerors who mistake silence for surrender. High Marshal Alexei of the Empire signed the extermination order personally. A Terran child, barely 12, had survived a deep strike assault in the jungle-covered ruins of Old Kiev. An orphan, a nobody, just another ember to snuff out. The order was simple: terminate the asset. Leave no trace. But Alexei didn't know the boy's lineage. He didn't know who the boy's father was. They all had forgotten the name whispered in terror during the blackest nights of the war. Baba Yaga. Chapter 1. The Silent Boy. The strike team landed at dusk. 12 elite assassins of the Obsidian Talon, cloaked in adaptive armor, carrying molecular blades and phase rifles. They found the boy sitting by a fire, staring into the woods.
Silent. Calm.
Almost waiting. His eyes were cold, dead things. The kind of stare soldiers have after a lifetime of killing. Only this was a child. Target acquired, one assassin whispered. Then everything went to hell. Chapter 2. Death in the Shadows. Only one of the 12 survived long enough to scream. The others died so fast they didn't have time to register their own deaths. A blur moved through the trees, silent, merciless, precise. Bones snapped. Blood sprayed. Throats were cut so cleanly they made no sound. The boy never moved. But he had arrived. The real nightmare. Baba Yaga. A myth. A human ghost story told in the barracks of alien worlds. A man who once single-handedly erased an entire Imperial battalion with nothing but a knife and a shovel.
He was supposed to be dead.
He wasn't. And now they had tried to kill his son. Chapter 3. Vengeance Unleashed. The Empire realized their error when the first dreadnought exploded over the moons of Philos. No warning. No survivors. Only the message etched into the blast pattern in binary code. You touched my blood. What followed was not war. It was annihilation. Outposts burned. Commanders vanished. The assassins' families were found skinned in their own bunkers. Strategic AI networks went dark, corrupted by viruses in ancient Earth languages. The Empire's propaganda machine tried to suppress the truth, but whispers spread. The Boogeyman walks again. The shadow is coming for us all. He has a son. And worst of all, he's raising him. Chapter 4. The Son of the Boogeyman. The boy, called Alexei, was no longer a silent orphan. Under Baba Yaga's hand, he learned everything: stealth, survival, tactics, languages, explosives, hacking, psychological warfare. But more than that, he learned why the Empire must fall. Not for revenge. For justice. For every human child turned to ash. For every family broken. For every Earthborn soldier executed on live broadcasts. Alexei was not just trained to kill. He was trained to become worse than his father. A storm cloaked in flesh. Chapter 5. The Fall of Philos. The Empire's capital world had never known fear. Until the sky turned red. Until the spires of Philos, the glittering symbols of alien supremacy, crumbled under coordinated strikes that seemed to come from within. Until the broadcast towers began playing a single Terran lullaby, distorted and eerie, on every channel. And then he appeared. Alexei. Dressed in black combat armor, his face painted with the skull of the old Slavic legends. Walking calmly through fire. Behind him, 100 humans, orphans of war, all trained by Baba Yaga himself. Each one an avenging specter. No speeches. No mercy. Just war. Epilogue: a new name in the stars. The Galactic Empire was gone within a year. The last surviving High Marshal recorded his final log before his stronghold exploded. We thought we killed a child. We didn't. We touched the heart of a monster. We thought Baba Yaga was a man. He was a warning. And we ignored it. The stars learned a new fear that day. Not of humanity, but of what happens when you try to kill a human child, who is Baba Yaga's only son.